What's going on, guys? Andrew Simpson here, aka AsimpVlogs, and I'm back at it again with another video. What are we talking about today? Today we're going to talk about complaining. A lot of people complain all the time and they don't know what to do to get out of that habit. Now, I'm someone who used to complain a lot. Now, trust me, I complained a lot. And I recently ran across this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur and he teaches people that complaining is the worst thing that you can do. And he makes valid points. He talks about how if you're someone who complains a lot, then you're obviously not happy with something that's going on with your life and you need to make a change. And if you don't make a change, then what's the point? Now, I completely agree with that. I think that it's important for us to complain, but when you become redundant with your complaining, then that's when you're creating a problem for yourself. The first time you complain, you're just vocalizing your concerns. But after that, if you're continuing to complain about the same thing every single day, like let's say I complain because I don't have enough money, right? If I'm spending every day or every week complaining about how I don't make enough money, yet I spend 3 hours a day on Netflix, 2 hours a day on Call of Duty, then you're an idiot, right? You're stupid for complaining about something that you can easily change. You can spend that 3 hours that you were spending playing video games or watching TV or drawing. If you love drawing, that's great. But if you complain about not having enough money, then you need to do stuff to execute to actually fix that issue that you have, right? And I completely understand what his point right there. I think that it is useful for us to complain though the first time, because all complaining is just vocalizing your concerns. Now, if you use that, you realize, because if you internalize the things, if you don't say it out loud, a lot of times it doesn't become real. You can complain in your head all day long and never do anything about it because you don't realize it's a big enough issue. But when you complain about something in your mind and then you vocalize it and then you say, wow, I hate my job. If you're able to say you hate your job out loud and be serious about it, then you can start making a plan there on after to get out of that situation you're in. Now, he makes a great point. I think it's important for people to realize that, because I think that it's human nature to want more, right? You think multimillionaire, someone who's worth $50 million, a lot of times they want to be worth $100 million. They want to continue progressing because it's human nature to want to become better than you are right now. And it's hard. It's easier said than done, right? I'm in that position. I was in that position when I was in my senior year. Like I told you guys in my first video that I took a year and a half off because I was lost. I started getting a bunch of job offers and I had one semester to go and it just wasn't worth it for me. It wasn't worth it because I realized I was already complaining about the work that I had to do for those jobs that I didn't even have a guarantee yet. That I still had to graduate to get those jobs, yet I was complaining. But I realized that since I was complaining, I had to make a change. And if you don't actually make a change and you continue to complain, I could have easily just said, yeah, I can work full-time at this place, and then 5 years from now, I can start a company and I'll have money. And it's easy to make these excuses to pile on top of it, and then you start covering up that initial problem. So here's the core problem, and then you just keep on building on top of it, and then you walk right past the issue that you vocalized the first time. So I think there's huge value in complaining. I think that some people might get the wrong message if they think that complaining is bad and they choose not to complain. I ask people all the time now, I say, what's one thing you complain about? And then they always talk about these huge world problems, a lot of times like Donald Trump, and they complain about how the equality isn't like completely there, but most people in America think that it is. There's so many things that a lot of people say they complain about, but if I followed one of those people around who say they don't complain, I guarantee you that most people, unless they're just completely happy with their lives 100% and they don't think that there's anything that they can change, most people will be able to find something that they wish that they could do better, that they wish that can, because what's the point anymore? If you're completely happy where you are and you have no issues, then you're good, you're great. Then there's no point of ever complaining. But I think that's where everyone wants to reach. I think everyone should strive to get to a point where they don't have to complain because everything in their lives is obviously it's not gonna be perfect. We all go through our shit. But if everything in their lives is on the straight and narrow to their own destination that they choose, like, because we all have our destination, right? Like, I personally want to run my own company. I want to have a successful company that impacts a lot of people, and I'm working my butt off now so I can get to that point. And when I get to that point where I'm helping people and I've created a successful company and we're generating revenue and I'm able to buy my mom a house and I'm able to live comfortably and not worry about money, then you won't find me complaining. You'll find me only complaining one time about things, and those things I'll fix, because right now I haven't complained. I don't remember the last time I complained, because I've already changed the things. I've already put in motion, writing down a plan alone of the things that you want to change, and then starting to push it in motion. That'll prevent you from complaining at all, and you'll be great. That's all we need to do. But yeah, that was a long rant, guys. Again, I was actually only planning on talking about that for a minute or two, but that turned into a 6-minute rant. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about next time. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys an update on what I've been doing, and I just want to do more before I do that. Like I said in the last video at the end, I want to talk to you guys more about my company and what we've been doing and how we're progressing. But I think that we have to do a lot more before that becomes really valuable. So until then, I'm just going to keep on doing my rants. But take it easy, guys. See you next time.